Good afternoon. This is Brother T from the Led by the Lord channel. And today I want to speak on darkness. I want to speak about darkness. Are we becoming accustomed to darkness? Is darkness trying to overshadow the light in our world? And are we seeing so much darkness that we are becoming accustomed to it? The news is full of darkness. Some man-made and some nature-made. The nature-made, some say, is our ever-changing earth. They say a lot of it is our ever-changing earth. Some feel it's punishment from God. And some say it's the work of Satan. And some say it's because man has polluted this earth. But it comes down to this: darkness engulfing our world, overtaking us with death and destruction. We hear and see so much of it that we become accustomed to hearing about shootings, about floods, about hurricanes, about avalanches, about diseases and viruses. Most of us have been touched by this in our families. Someone in our families have been taken away by one of these darknesses. Just about every one of our families have been taken away by one of these darknesses. So the question is, how do we go through these darknesses and live in the light? How do we keep the darknesses from overshadowing our light? Do we know that the light within us can break up the darknesses? Shine brightly on our difficulties and on our problems and sorrows in this life. We can shine our light on our difficulties and problems of this life, making us not hopeless people, but hopeful people, navigating our way through the darknesses. Even the darkness associated with funerals, we call celebrations of life. We celebrate the light that they had in their earthly lives, not the darkness. John chapter 1, verse 4 and 5. The Word gave life to everything that was created, and his life brought light to everyone. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness can never be, the darkness can never extinguish the light. The darkness will never extinguish the light. So that means if we are walking in his word, we are walking in the light. 1 John chapter 2, verse 11. But anyone who hates another brother or sister is still walking in darkness. Such a person does not know the way to go, having been blinded. They have been blinded by the darkness. Is our world suffering from too many? Is our world suffering from too many people who are blinded by the darkness today? Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. Having nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. We must shine our light on all the fruitless deeds that come into our lives and expose them for what they are. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 8 and 9. For once you were full of darkness, but now you have light from the Lord. So live as people of light, for this light within you produces only what is good and right and true. So whatever darkness we find ourselves in, the Bible or the Word is our inner flashlight to guide us through our darknesses. Our light is inside of us, is our inner flashlight to guide us through our darknesses. And in closing, let us not forget Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Spiritual wickedness in high places. So there is darkness coming toward us from all directions, but we must fight the good fight and keep our lights shining. Amen and amen. So we must keep those inner flashlights shining on the darknesses that come into our lives, that the darkness will not overtake us. It may bring us down, but we won't be hopeless people. We are hopeful people, shining our light, guiding our way through those tough and dark passages in our lives. And this is Brother T from the Led by the Lord channel, asking you again to pray for me, and I surely shall pray for you, and keep your light shining. Amen.